have rented motorbikes in many different places at this point, and I'm gonna go ahead and say Ubud is my least favorite place to ride a motorbike. We've just had an awesome 36-hour layover here in Kuala Lumpur. We're really sad we don't have more time, but it definitely makes us want to come back to Malaysia. And we are really excited because today we are headed to Bali, Indonesia. Bali, here we come.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
We made it through.
We have made it to our guest house. We're actually staying in Ubud, which is a little over an hour from the airport, and we are excited to explore Ubud tomorrow.
Today is our first day getting out and exploring in Bali, Indonesia, country number 9. We are so excited to be here. We are in Ubud, getting an early start this morning, and we're going to be checking out a few things around this area today. Off we go!
We've come out to the Tegallalang Rice Terraces, and we got an early start this morning in hopes of beating the crowds. It seems like we have succeeded. We're 2 of maybe 8 people here.
Also, we're supposed to pay an entrance fee somewhere, but we didn't see who we're supposed to pay.
With how popular this place is, I really thought even getting here at 7 o'clock wasn't going to help us much with the crowds, but it turns out it really did.
We've been wandering around for about an hour and a half now. This place is huge and it really is beautiful. And I don't want to jinx us because it is rainy season, but we have a perfect blue sky day.
To be honest, I was worried this place was going to be a total tourist trap for Instagram shots, but I get it. This place is really cool.
But there are plenty of Instagram spots set up.
And here's the famous Bali swing.
Well, one of many.
Or is that the famous Bali swing? Or is that the famous Bali swing? Or is that the famous Bali swing? Who's next? There's a line. Oh, the hat.
We just spent about 2.5 hours walking through the rice terraces, so I'd say we did this place some justice. I am really glad that we got here early this morning to avoid some of the crowds. This wasn't our goal, but there actually wasn't even anybody there charging for entry when we first got here at 7. There's definitely somebody there now though. There were a few different spots set up in the terraces where people were asking for mandatory donations in order to pass through. The morning's off to a great start. We're taking a break from the sun before we head out, and I just can't get enough of these views.
We've just come to Ganon Kali, which is an 11th century Hindu temple. I'm really excited to see it because it's carved straight into the rocks, but from what I understand, we've got about 200 steps to get down to it.
Pricey temple. Now I'm decent. So there's a ton of ladies lined up on the street outside of the temple trying to sell sarongs for $2 a piece. But once we actually got down into the temple and showed our tickets, they have them there to use for free. This temple is really cool, but what's just as impressive is the setting down here in the jungle. We have a stream, waterfalls.
I can definitely see why they chose to build a temple down here. Time to head back.
Now we go up.
It really wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't noon, 100 degrees outside, and 100% humidity. That'd make it look easy. I feel bad for whoever gets my sarong next. Headed back to Ubud for lunch. We made it back to Ubud. There were some close calls, but we made it.
We have rented motorbikes in many different places at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and say Ubud is my least favorite place to ride a motorbike. I had read a lot of blog posts about how bad it is, but honestly it's a lot worse than I was expecting.
This looks so good.
So we got nasi goreng, which is basically like the Balinese version of fried rice.
We also got fried chicken. Fried rice, fried potatoes, and fried chicken.
Healthy. Now we're gonna head back to our place for a little while, take a break, hide from the sun, maybe a nap, and most definitely a cold shower.
We've come just down the road to the Campo Han Ridge walk for sunset. It's right here in Ubud, and we think it's about a mile walk one way. We're about 10 minutes into this walk along the ridge, and the views on both sides are beautiful. It really is hard to believe that this is right in town.
It has been such a great first day here in Ubud. This has been a place we've been really excited to visit for a while now. And to be honest, it's a lot bigger and busier than I was expecting, but I can definitely see why it's such a popular destination. The town itself has so much to offer with cafes and restaurants and shops and temples, and it just has a really cool feel to it. And then the surrounding area is absolutely beautiful. It's so green and lush, and it just seems like there are endless day trips you could take from here. So we are really excited to get out and explore more tomorrow.